What is up, everybody? Just a quick video here from Cold Pipes with his new Hyperspin, hopefully in 4K. Basically built a new system. I had to reinstall Hyperspin. I've added a few systems since my last video. They're not all configured and a lot of the artwork's still missing, but I'm going to show you them booting up as well as I can. I've not tried every game, but the system that I'm running on now is basically we've got an i7 4790K stock speeds of 4 gigs in turbo boost with 16 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM. And the creme de la creme is that I've got an SLI dual 980 Ti. They are reference cards, but they're still beautiful for playing things like GTA 5 at 60 frames per second at 4K most of the time. There are some issues because it's SLI. So going back to my Hyperspin then, as you can see, I've now got 61 systems set up. Apart from, I know this is greyed out, but I'll come back to it in a second, apart from Daphne, which I'll never set up probably ever again, ever. So the systems that I've added Taito Type X. At the moment I've got 2 games, Street Fighter and another game. I've actually got more to add in. There's artwork missing, etc. But I'll get round to that when I get round to it. What else have we added here? I've added some the PC Engine, which is pretty straightforward to add, very similar to the TurboGrafx. But a lot of systems out there were very similar. I think the PC Engine was the equivalent of the Master System and NES, in between that and the kind of Master System and Mega Drive kind of era. So I've added the 64, I've added MS-DOS, and I've added Scum VM, which I've finally managed to crack and get working. And I'll try and show you that, although I do have for that bezels enabled and it doesn't work very well, so I'm just going to turn that off. We go to settings, we go to bezels, and we go to false. There we go. So quite a lot of games now. I've got 33,000. I've got a lot more to add in terms of MS-DOS. I've only got 87 on there. I've actually got nearly 3,000 to add, so that should be fun. Commodore 64, it's nearly 3,000 now, or 2,500 that I've got. So quite a lot of games there. Probably most of them are pieces of shit, but they come as a pack, so why not? So I'm going to crank it up. Obviously this is in 4K. It's obviously the images here aren't rendered at 4K, but you can actually see the crispness of the 4K. I thought it might look a lot blotchier, but actually it looks crystal clear to me. So see what you think.
Hyperspin.
So fantastic. It's fantastic. I do like that little intro. So same kind of system setup. I did think about changing it and going back to the original instead of having it all kind of uniformed, but I decided against it. I did experiment with the new Hyperspin as well. So PC Engine, again, I haven't got the artwork for it. Just not got around to download. So we've got the ST. Quite a few games on it, 300 odd games. That's there. Commodore's there. Thanks to Simple Austin for the artwork here. It's quite nice. MS-DOS. I'll show you this now. I haven't got the artwork again. Not all the games are installed or configured properly, so I've tried a few and I'll try one that I know is going to work, so I don't look like more of an idiot than I usually am. Dark Force I know works. Now sometimes it loses focus, so it might crash coming out. And I haven't got fade or the bezels enabled on this, but you get the idea. mission. Easy. I played this earlier. Yeah, forwards, right, mouse.
There he is, stop him! Stop where you are.
There you go. Yeah, it's really bizarre because the controls are all messed up, and you can configure them in the DOS program. I'm using Defender Reloaded. So Scum, I've tried to set up so many times and couldn't get my head around it. And I finally managed to do it. Now I've got some of the artwork, I haven't got it all. The little joystick at the bottom changes to the other one, I just haven't got around to it. There's lots to do when you're doing this, lots to do.
Loading complete.
Whenever I smell asphalt, I think of marine. That's the last sensation I had before I blacked out. The thick smell of asphalt. And the first thing I saw when I woke up was her face. She said she'd fix my bike. Free. No strings attached. I should have known then that things are never that simple. Yeah, when I think of...
Yeah. So, that's Scum working. I've only got a few games set up, I've got hundreds to add. And I'm missing some of the wheel art and artwork because the naming's wrong. But it's little things like that that take all your time. So, Tato Type X, when I put my teeth back in. I've got 2 games on here, I've got lots to add. Thanks to Simple Austin's guide on setting these up. I've tried a couple of times and struggled to set some of the games up. Still can't get the vertical scrollers to go the right way. You have to, it seems to flip itself on its side. There is a way of doing it, I just can't work it out and get it to work. So I'm going to add a coin, it's going to be really loud for some reason.
Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition. Who will bask in the glory and admiration that comes with being declared number in the drum. We're in for an incredible fight. Which one of these two will walk away a champion?
The answer lies in the heart of battle.
Running.
Fighting with conviction, please.
It's the battle of the century. Fight!
So there we go, and as you can see, Hyperspin actually crashed there. Loading that up for no apparent reason, well that's Tato for you. It is a difficult system to go. So there's just a quick video just to show you in 4K, show you some new systems up and running. I will do another one and get all the artwork up so it's looking nice like and uniform like the other systems that I've set up. Okay, well see you soon.